Ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
Yo, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Sorry, we're a little bit late. Yeah, we were just delayed.
Happens, man. It happens, you know. We are not late to the sailor party and like to, you know, some salt trenches. So happy to be back. How are you, Money Gang? What's up, chat?
It's
Make
good.
sure
It's
you
a good
like,
Monday, man.
retweet. Let's get some people joining, you know, do the live.
I know.
Because
We need a longer intro. I'll be honest with you, because like my typical intros are like 10 minutes long, and so you know that people are going to be coming in. Listen, guys, we got so much to cover off. This weekend has been wild. I'm going to tell you about the generational fumble that I made this weekend, and we're going to go into that. Both of us made the generational fumble, right? Like you made a fumble, I made a fumble.
It happens, man.
Life
It happens
changing
all the time, you know. Life changing, that's for sure.
It's like you know, in this bearish time, everyone knows it's like RIP time. Like you know, the price is going down. Nothing seems to run. And then some token on freaking Solana, I'm going to try not to swear, goes and does $120 million market cap from pump tires. So originally launched on pump tires, went from nothing to something. And we will go over the absolute disgrace, because I was too busy touching wood and doing pedal bikes and going to a freaking going to a zoo, going to a walk park, bro.
Man, I wish it was on pump tires, as you said, because we would have printed of that. It was on pump fund, sadly, you know. But
well, I mean, it's Solana
man.
back. Is Solana back? That's the real question, because like everyone knows that the big VC unlock's coming up, right? And there's going to be a big dump off on Solana. So, is this just to prop that up? Like, what's your opinions on this, Mr. Baller? Like, are we going to see Solana dump? Or where we're at?
Where we at? We are at the plus 3.6% gains for Solana today, and that's all because of fucking ANSEM, bro. He's basically alone blue posting the chain and make like every single one. He made like every single one just to buy Solana and get back in the trenches with his new coin. Like, man, this guy, whatever he does it good. He's not like, you know, I was even speaking to one friend of ours today. I was like comparing, like, you can't even compare Richard to ANSEM with his motion, because he bull posted with, guys, if you don't know ANSEM, if you're on Pulse Chain, and like, because some of the guys have no idea who's ANSEM, he literally bull posted with from 300K market cap into billions, guys. He was the guy who basically bull posted Solana from like $12 to like 80, 100 something, and it went like way higher than that, way higher probably than his expectations. He took time off, went partying, did even a boxing match, and got laughed off, man.
Hyperliquid as well, called Hyperliquid, called Zcash.
Yeah, everyone was calling him dumb, bro. He was like, ANSEM was washed up. He's buying Hyperliquid, like $17-18, something like that, and he like made insane trade. And now he comes back and he bull posts, and he actually adopt a coin to save. Like, I still believe there is a double, you know, a hidden message or something behind that, because he wanted, probably he wasn't as active on the pump fund, and he wanted to get his feet and get some more I would say more allocation or something, because he's earning the fees from the pump fund, and he's like somehow participating and got the coin.
No, but he airdropped those fees as well. I'm pretty sure he airdropped the first. Wasn't it the first batch?
No. He dumped, because there were guys who were trying to PvP with the other coin, and he actually dumped the other coin, the first one, which is crazy. And he pumped it back. Yeah, he airdropped to other holders, and then he claimed, like, in the first 24 hours, he claimed like $500,000 in fees from the coin. But not even that. He will automatically right now, like if Pump Fund ever does an airdrop, he'll be like in the top fucking the list, because he like got a coin to 120 million. He got like huge fees. He like, you know, that's, I believe there was a hidden message for him as well to bring back that bull. But what that means for Sol, man, it's basically the resistance. If you have any, I would short Sol over here. We had all the bearish news in the world with Sailor like saying, hey man, we're about to sell like some Bitcoin if it's needed, you know, to keep support like STRC, MSTR. So like Solana is in a rough spot still, with even with the pump that it got the late few spots, you got the unlocks, you get the bearish market conditions. You had the rejection on BTC on the 200 EMA weekly. So still, I believe we gonna fucking dump.
Bro, I'm looking at the chart right now. It's saying like it only went up to 53 million. Does that mean that they've burnt a bunch of tokens?
Oh, on what? On ANSEM? On the Black Bull one?
Yeah. On Black Bull, yeah.
Man, it should be.
It was 120 mil, by the way, guys. Like,
it was 120 mil, that's for sure.
That's right. Yeah, it went up to 120 mil. So I think they've burnt tokens. I'll be honest with you.
Oh man, actually, he might have burned. Oh yeah. So he burned half of the supply, because if you look at the fully diluted, it's still at 106. So he burned half of the supply probably. Like he had
65% of the supply. Yeah,
65.
65% of the supply that was handed to him.
Wow. So he actually might have burned. Yeah, he actually might have burned like 30%, like 50 of whatever he had. You know.
It's wild, bro. Like
he's working. He's working
his bag. It's interesting. Well, it's your exit link. Well, not exit link. It's for what it is in terms of like it's a Solana runner. There's nothing in the trenches. Trenches has been so bad. It's the run, man. And this went up to 120 mil. All right, let's just talk about it, man. Because like let's just talk about the elephant in the room, because it's not that great. I had 13 alerts between the market caps of $230,000 to 600 and I think the 610K market cap. Most of them were 230, 270, 300, 320, 450, 400, 600, then went back down to like 270, something like that. I had 13 notifications. Like what I've been building out. Everyone knows what I'm building out. If you've been watching on my timeline, mgcintel.com, email list, sign up, get ready. This is a multi-chain intelligence service, right? This is telling you what to skip in terms of rugs, in terms of potential scams, new token launches, all of that. The best deployers, the best wallets, the whales on different chains, and having the intel to buy the right tickers, or if you can, buy the right tickers as best you can, right? We're in the trenches. We're looking for opportunities. We're looking a few X's here and there. We're looking for that runner. We're looking for the ANSEM runner. And I get called it at $230,000 fucking market cap. I missed out on a 568x. That's what the thumbnail says. 568x. That's generational.
Price to pay for not being locked in, man. That's the price to pay for not being locked in. You know, you enjoy some beaches,
go to the beach. You know, enjoying beach life, 36 degrees Celsius.
You never know when those places are gonna come around. They come like some of those, like Asteroid was. There was pure silence. There was nothing,
another
right?
one on MGC Intel. Yeah, literally, there was volume accumulating, and that thing sent. You know, I mean, the good thing is, I will say that what the product is creating and doing and is designed to do is actually working amazing on multiple different chains. But man, it was painful, and I know for you as well.
I mean,
tell the story, bro. We got to talk about it. Liberty Swap were asking why it was painful for you, and I said, man, if you only knew. Go on, tell me.
Man, I just bought the right coin. Actually, I bought the right coin. held it like for 1 day or 2 days and just like had small liquidity. I needed for another play. I was like gonna probably buy back later because I already seen ANSEM bull posting, ANSEM bull posting like some of the Solana. I was like, man, this guy is gonna do something. So I was like, kind of, I need to position myself. And there was one of my quant who was like, oh, ANSEM is like the generational bottom. I was like, fuck yeah, I bought like 3%.
So it was like a derivative called ANSEM instead of ANSEM.
Yeah, but it's like a generational bottom, So I'm like, bro, this sounds so bullish. And my quant was in. I was like, 10K market cap, I'm in, bro. I bought, I held, then I sold, and it's like after 2 days, not even 2 days, like the next day, next 24 hours, just went like 250K market caps and like 25x, just like that. And it's like, man,
it's crazy.
And there has been it's like five, not even like that big of fumble, like probably 5K, 6K, something like that. The worst was probably Win, because I saw Win when he launched his coin. And it was like, man, this guy is washed up. He rugged all the previous coins. He was just farming, selling. And I saw the coin literally went up to 40K, dumped to 20K, then went up to 40K again. I was like, man, this guy has no motion. He had like 50 millions, 70 millions, lost it, gambled it all, then tried to farm rugs, airdrop, something like that. I was like, there is no way this coin is going to run, like fucking close. Go to sleep, wake up the next day, and guess what? It ran all the way to 2.5 million.
Dude, I didn't think he had that kind of motion. Like, I didn't think
it's not even his motion, bro.
No, it's not. He's jumping on the motion of ANSEM and the meta, and then he's just like jumping on it.
Supporting and people gambling, bro. That's why I'm saying, guys, like something like that for Pulse Chain. Bro,
listen, no. Right, we need to address this shit, okay? Because this is gonna piss me off, Richard. If you think that if you just get on camera and talk shit for 30 to 60 minutes, do it once a week, right? That's literally. I don't know if you've seen the banks and the ANSEM collaboration, right? They're doing this new crypto show. All of this, they talk shit, fucking BS for a good hour and a half, something like that. And ANSEM's given his like soul predictions. And look what happens. The motion's there. He's back. People get behind it. Everyone has been saying it for time. You have one thing to do. Just get on a camera and talk. That's it. Stop your opinions on silly stuff on the internet. AI, this, that, and the other. Whatever it is, girls on your timeline. Just get on camera. Just talk. And people want to hear about you, and you may repeat yourself over and over again because you talk about the same subject, talk about crypto. Just talk. Like give your opinion on Hyperliquid. Give your opinion on what happened with Zcash. Give your opinion on the state of crypto. Give your opinion on AI and how that's developing. Give your opinion on SpaceX. All that bollocks. It's as simple as that, and you'll get the motion back, in my opinion. Would you agree with me or not?
Man, 100%. That will bring not only like the motion, but it will bring like the trust, because that's one of the key important.
Yeah, that's the
trust, and you'll have like people coming back on chain. Like ANSEM, probably he got like thousands of people just coming back as they were like trying to get active, because the volume, bro, it's like back, especially for Sol. There were like not only ANSEM coin run from 0 to couple of like 120 millions. There were so many like derivatives, new coins, other people trying to do their stuff, a lot That's of frags as well, because we had this kid Orange, bro. Orange, someone airdropped to his wallet and he dumped it all for 20K. And people were threatening him.
He was up like millions in the shit. Yeah, I mean, like he's just
he's still up. Yeah, he's still up. But he just literally dumped
20 bags
down for 20K, and like people were getting mad at him. So it's like a double-edged sword if you want to participate in that or not, But poor kid was just crying on camera, like, guys, please.
Well, he's not crying. He's got 20 bags in his pocket. You know, he's going to be chilling for at least a good few months. You know, if he doesn't spend it all in
Man,
Miami.
he's got millions. He's got orangey. He's got millions, not 20 baht.
Well,
But
yeah, but did he put it all into Sol, ride it all the way up to $300, and then not sell?
He still have his private group that they just extract like 5 figures per month, just like that. Because copy trade Fortnite kids, bro. They in USA that's so big that they just onboarded all the Fortnite kids. So they took money from parents and like subscribe to that channel because maybe they'll make some bucks. And probably 80%, 90% of them lost it all, and some of them just like learned the lesson of not copy trading and made some money. So it's not bad. The paid groups are not bad, but you have to be smart about it, how you use the tools.
When it comes to paid groups, right, like it has to benefit you and make you money. That's the most important thing, right? I see a lot of paid groups out there and stuff 100%. Like that, and I'm just not hearing like, oh, I'm making money. The ones that I hear about more private, they're making money. That's the goal. Literally, when I launch this product, mgcintel.com, when it comes at the end of this year, it's gonna be something that benefits you. And the goal is obviously to make you returns. Like that's what I did with my Patreon group. The Patreon group, they hit X at 6K, went up to millions of dollars in market cap. We hit many, many different launches. X Game, oh man, we hit that when they got the casino license, all of this kind of stuff. So but the problem is, right, where you have the Pulse Chain ecosystem, they're so ingrained and focused on just Pulse Chain, which is a small pond. And they're all looking at each other's wallets and this, that, and the other, bridges, and they're trying to see a few thousand dollars, going across. Same thing, right? A few thousand dollars going across the bridge, and they're like scoping, and it's like trying to. You've got a pool that's so small. You take the skills and try and go other chains, and that's the goal that I'm trying to build out. I mean, looking at other chains. Let's talk for a second, right? We've got to talk about the dangerous thing that we've just heard, literally within the last few hours. STRC.
I didn't answer your questions about Richie, so before going to that,
okay, let's go on Richie, and then we'll go on to Bitcoin. And
Richard, bro, he has to get back on streaming and bring the trust, confidence, 100%. And like momentum. But not only like that, he has like to pump PLS because no one is gonna fucking.
Do you know what it is though? If he's consistent with it, and I suggest that he does it from October. Listen to me, the retarded pleb, but get in when the bottom's in. So, you can go and you just weekly. Okay, there's 52 weeks in a year. You 52 streams in that year. Let's say over the next 3 years, 4 years. That's what, like just under 200 streams, if that. You could do it once a month. You could do it once every single month. Your crypto opinion on, and I'm telling you, I reckon 20-30 mil comes back on chain. I
way
think
more.
That's what's going to happen. Maybe I'm being very conservative with my thing, but he needs to be back.
He just needs, like when Sol had like it was saying like it was dumping to zero, and people were like putting a grave that the Sol is going to zero. It was like $7-8. It was at $8 and like done. It's never gonna come back. It was kind of the same situation. Maybe Pulse Chain right now is like graves all over. It's never gonna come back and stuff like that. He can make that pump sustained with the live streams and everything. Like you have to keep that momentum. You have to get the market. So he like the timing is really crucial. Whatever he does, the timing is fucking crucial, and he has to put all the power for at least 6-12 months to bring another success, because he tweeted about something glory. Man, speaking about going into your next question, like not question, but next direction, we had Richard Bull posting, that means we go fucking down. We had ANSEM endorsing a coin, that means like, bro, that's kind of the top. We go fucking down. And we have the bad news about the guy who he said, sell a kidney, but don't fucking touch your Bitcoin. That guy just announced like we can sell 1.2 billion worth of Bitcoin at least, and it's like, man, like,
dude, anyone who wears a suit, bro, Ponzinomics. Boomers love it, and I know there's a lot of boomers that watch this stream. Boomers love it. They see the suit, they just get like, oh, they get really excited. The reason why I say that, dude, this guy has created the biggest Ponzi scheme that you can think of. He's selling his own stock just last week. The price of we went over it on stream. Strategy is down. I mean, it's actually up on the day by 10%, which is kind of crazy. But Strategy went as low as $71, right? It's meant to be pegged to $100. Yeah. Peter Schiff said it himself. Like, Peter's saying, like, Michael Saylor has announced that they've been able to essentially sell some of their stock to supplement their Bitcoin. They've then issued like an increase on their dividends as well. So it's gone up from 11% to 12%, which doesn't make it any better because they have to pay more in dividends. They have more outgoings that are going to happen, and they can sell their Bitcoin. That's the thing. They're going to sell their Bitcoin in order to protect the investors. Michael Saylor's Strategy launches a Bitcoin monetization program that allows the company to sell Bitcoin to fund operations. It's a recipe for disaster, and it's a recipe for Bitcoin to hit 43,000, 45,000. I don't know. Who knows how low it goes, but it's going to be the bomb, probably.
You know what's funny? Because the last time he started to sell, or did he sell? Like the previous bull run started with Michael Saylor selling, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean,
it's interesting timing,
there was a few fighters. What did he sell last cycle? Yeah, I think it was, but the big one was probably FTX, Daquan, and then Mashinsky. Those three were the big ones.
We still haven't had that, everyone, because we were slow bleeding every single since we started. Bitcoin was around 81K or what, 83K. Maybe we got the drop. Since that we started, and you were like just super bearish. We started the live streams and we were speaking about the Saylor
and how much of a liability is on Bitcoin.
And we actually had the live stream when we said like Saylor might be selling. And the next day he started.
He sells.
Yeah, he sold.
I mean, like, read this, right? This is from Look On Chain, okay? Right. Strategy announced that its board of directors has authorized a BTC monetization program under which the company may sell Bitcoin from time to time for three primary purposes: to generate up to 1.25 billion to fund the USD reserve, his cash reserves essentially, to additionally fund preferred stock dividends and interest expense as they become payable. So when they owe their dividend payment, which I've been saying is way too high, 12% is ridiculous to pay out when you don't have an actual business and you're relying on Bitcoin to go up. Stupid. And you literally write it up on ChatGPT. Or to replenish their USD reserves after such payments. So if they run out of their cash reserves, all right, we're going to have to sell some more Bitcoin to additionally fund repurchases of digital credit securities or Class A common stock, including related taxes, fees, transaction expenses under the repurchase programs. This is what we've been talking about this for time, man. We've been talking about how ridiculous and how much there's always a villain in the bear market. And the villain in this scenario is Michael Saylor. But the thing is that he created the mess that he was in. He was buying in the 22 bear market. And when he was buying, was he aggressively buying or was he conservatively buying? He was conservatively buying. You can go and look on Strategy's buys when it comes to Bitcoin. You can see
orange dots.
He was massive orange dots as it's going up to 69K, and everyone was laughing at him. You bought the top, bought the top. As it's going down, his average price came down. And then you're like, oh, he's a genius. He's an absolute genius. And then guess what? He's buying at $102,000 Bitcoin.
Oh, shit so much, man. Yeah.
And you're like, wait, you've not learned your lesson. And the only way that you've done, like the only thing that you've done, your software side of the business is not even profitable, right? The other side that's meant to actually generate you income to protect your investments in Bitcoin is not profitable, doesn't make any money. So what? You're just waiting for Bitcoin price to go up, and you sold it to a bunch of boomers. You made all these different products, and now the price is just getting absolutely destroyed. Who would buy STRC today? I mean, maybe it's a buy.
No, I believe even him, he doesn't understand fully whatever he created because it's so complex that Some people don't even want to go and dig in that shit, and it's like, it's probably can collapse at any time, if because we never had that Bitcoin. My point was going to that, because we had the slow bleeding and we never had the full liquidation cascade when Bitcoin would drop like 10K in one day, even 8K in one day. That was the point when I was like, when we're gonna have that? Like the slow bleed is just exhausting the market, exhausting the traders, exhausting for the long term investors, because like managers like, please give us that range, just fucking drop it. But it's slow bleeding, and most of people might even leave for a while. Good thing with ANSEM, we had him back, and he brought something.
Because it's not like, I mean, we all know what's going to happen, right? Like if you've been in crypto long enough, even if you've been in since like 2020, 2021, whatever, you kind of know the 4-year cycle now, right? Like I think it's kind of cemented in. I just think that, the flip of, I guess, mainstream people, normies, talking about crypto, it's amazing, right? It's an amazing time period when crypto's going up. And I remember before the halving, Bitcoin hit 70K. I'm getting people asking me about it. They're really interested again. It's all over the news. Everyone's excited about it and stuff. And this period sucks. And no one wants to be in this period. This is the best. Let me just say, this is the most opportune time from next month until essentially October, November, December. Most opportune time to buy crypto. When the fear is at its highest, when all the news headlines are out there that Bitcoin's stupid, Peter Schiff is like dancing on your grave, all of that crap. It's your best possible time. It's your best possible time. Why? Because no one wants to buy it. The volume is super low. We get, I don't know, a few hundred viewers, and then literally 1-2 years later, and we're doing 1,000, 2,000 viewers a stream. Make that make sense, right? I'm talking to a friend of mine, and we were talking today, and we were saying like, he's a YouTube guy, and he's like, surely you should grow all the time because you're talking about this content all the time. And I'm like, I lose subscribers in the bear market, and I gain a shit ton of subscribers in the bull market. And it's just like the motion's not there because crypto's going down. Everyone's feeling like crap. They've round tripped. They've not sold. They've done something wrong. They've been all the way up. They've been all the way down. It's literally like getting kicked in the balls over and over and over again because you've been there and you've lost it, or you haven't won. And I think going forward, like, people do need to change their strategies. They need to be ready, because like, even in the shittest period of time, which is like now until probably the end of the year, look at what happened. 120 mil runner, 568x that I missed on. Generational miss. Why? Because I was paddling, like I was.
You know what's the real pain? Actually, the real pain is that if you hit, because like the beauty of crypto is that, guys, in this space there is always the next one. There is always the next opportunity. So if you get in, you get the knowledge, you get the skill, you are present, right? You get the opportunities to participate in those kind of run-ups, right? Setups, call opportunities, call them as you want, but there is. And being at
Pepe
that
last
low
cycle, bro. Pepe last cycle, bonk.
And what I mean that being at that low and making, like hitting a 50x, depends on your size, of course, but even like 100x, 20x on like a decent bang, and making like mid 5 figures, even low 5 figures with those kind of money at this bottom, you can buy so many cheap other coins if you position yourself correctly and turn them in like high 6 figures. It's like insane, bro. Insane. Even me, like I try, like, because I've been in Solana quite active, then I left, and then I'm like, man, just let me get back. And it's like down to my last 200. And it's like since the past week I'm like at 1K something, So there are still like, you can like try, adapt, learn new chains, get more close friends.
Well, there's not
or,
enough.
like,
There's not enough
tools.
education on it. I think there's not like people don't have the tools that are there, right? You're playing against guys that have incredible tools, right? Like your Axioms, you thinking of GMGN, like you've got like loads of different tools that are unbelievably good.
The market was so dead that the ANSEM coin after his shield, he
You're
posted,
thinking, nah, it's not
you
going to do
had
nothing.
probably 30 minutes. You had 30 minutes to buy before it went to even 2 million market cap, something like that. So you had.
I'd like to say that, but the thing was, dude,
it's how locked in are you? What are you willing to
yeah.
sacrifice? Because in this period of time, it's way harder. It's so slow. The market is so slow. You have to filter a lot of shit from people crying and making the noise, and you have to lock in and make your own path. Prince is like next fucking coin. Yeah, bring the next, man. Bring the next. I know.
He says,
he's bullish on Monad, bro. Like Monad.
Dude, I mean, I'm building. Actually, I shouldn't really reveal this, but anyway, there's Arbitrum, Monad, and Hyper EVM that are going to be the next 3 big dashboards that I'm working on the background. But obviously, building out already the BSC, the base, the Pulse chain, the Ethereum, and the Solana desks, right? And trying to perfect them, and then once we go on from there, we'll go onto those other chains. Because there's hype. I mean, we talk about hype and how amazing it's done this cycle, even in the bear market. Is that the next Sol? Like, I don't know if Sol returns to $300. I don't know. The inflation's pretty high.
I mean, with what I'm seeing, man, you never know when the times come back. Say there might be another sailor that wants to send Sol to 1,000. And he starts to buy Solana. So you never know. But shout out to Prince. He's not wrong on it's more like poker, and you just like have to know tilt. You don't have to tilt because there's so many runners, man. You just like have to pick your own strategy.
But we were saying like the runners, obviously the opportunity completely changes the minute you shift from that bottom going upwards, as in like you find that Bitcoin bottom and then it starts moving, and it does even a 2x from there, which literally, I was looking at the charts the other day, November to April, essentially it was, and then it did a 2x. So it did its 16K bottom, and then it's done like 31K basically, essentially, which is a few months. It's barely any months, right? I think it was November 21st. I might be wrong on that one, the specific date, but somewhere in mid-November. So you got December, January, February, March, April, 5 months, less than 6 months, and then you got like a 2x straight off the bat. And then you just see the flow of money start to move around a bit quicker. You see things start to pop off.
Oh, yeah.
Then you had, it was WIF. You had, what was the other one?
You had a lot, man.
You had stuff started to pop off.
You had like Popcat. You had that 1 to 2 billion. So you had Spurdo. You had, there were like so many coins that run a lot. Even on the ETH. We had Mog, which ran to also billion.
Mog on base could be a real runner this cycle, bro.
Mog on ETH, but Mog on ETH.
What was the big one on
Brett? Brett was on base.
Brett, that was it. Yeah, Brett really moved.
Yeah.
I remember.
But it was also full cabal, also controlled supply, which we've seen that controlled supply sometimes is not so bad, and some just throwing the way, But there will be like a lot of stuff. So that's why being right now and building your system, because I've spoke with you a lot as well, and with the guys who are in the trenches, who are watching the live streams. If you are right now, you build your fucking system, so you know how to operate. Because in bull market, the things move so fast. If you don't have your system and you don't operate on your level, you're gonna get lost. The market will pump and you're gonna get lost, and you wouldn't know what to do, man. I'm telling from my own experience.
I didn't even have a sniper bot up until probably, I think, 2024, mid 2024. Bro, do you know how much money I would have made if I had the speed of a sniper bot like before then?
That's what I'm saying.
And it completely revolutionized the way that I was going to do crypto from there. The speed in which I was able to get in and out of transactions and stuff like that. And it's just like, okay, we've learned all this stuff, and a lot of people who are watching the stream have probably been in that or used tools or like tried different things, especially if they're kind of degens. They're going into the trenches using all these tools now. This is a learning experience, right? It's like taking a degree in a sense, right? You go 4 years, but also you're actually on the job, so it's probably more like an apprenticeship. You've been on the trades, and you got some new tools. You never knew how to use the jackhammer. You never knew how to use like certain tools that can make your job and process much easier. And now you've got your degree, you've done your apprenticeship, and now you're out there. And I think these tools are going to be unbelievably important. Like what we have now with AI and with literally the future of crypto, AI is going to be so important to crypto, and the AI narrative is probably going to pop off. The privacy narrative is probably going to pop off. All these things are going to be, and you're going to be able to recognize them quicker. So I think that's the most important thing. Like people need to realize, as much as it's shit right now, and it feels down, and you feel like crap, the opportunity to come is really important, because the opportunity to come can change. Like literally, it takes one ticker. It takes one ticker, and it completely changed your life, bro. Completely changed your
100%.
life. You know,
The first 100x is the hardest.
That's right. Even a 10x, bro. Even a 10x is great, bro. Like a 10x, you know, I go over this. I don't do this to brag. I made one post on X Game, okay? And I saw that they had a crypto casino license, okay? And no one was really talking about it. I made one post, and from that post, I think you would have done a 24x off of that with size at the time. So, look, again, yeah, it dumped off a cliff. You know, Axis sold his bag, all that crap. You know, all of that stuff. Whatever.
Happens all the time. You never think.
But people who TP'd took profit and did well. So you know, it is what it is. And there's loads of tokens. There's loads of tokens that are available. The ANSEM could have been good.
Prince is saying what do you think about Plasma actually? Have you paid attention?
Bro, I've used it. I don't think it's a very usable network. I think it's shit.
Okay.
I think Plasma is a really shit network. I mean, like I can integrate these things, but it's not great to use. I mean, the usability, that's the most important thing for me, is like usability. Not big fan, bro. Not a big fan. Maybe there's something there, but
Monad,
the thing is,
and Monad is the EVM chain which was quite fast, quite smooth. So Monad was really interesting, and they had like some NFTs that for me it was like more attractive. When the ecosystem has a little bit of everything, it's more attractive, you know, as a degen or on chain, because you can trade some NFTs, you can get some Memecoins, you can get some real projects to try DeFi. So the Monad definitely more attractive in that perspective. But
and Hyper EVM, bro. Like what about Hyper EVM?
That's also got like the card. They are doing something with MasterCard or Visa card, something like that, integrating. You know.
I did see that, and that was pretty cool. Yeah. It was like a crypto credit card.
They had a nice pump on that news, man. But it got sold off. You can see that, and anything, like nothing is sustainable in this market, because the market condition is so bad, and every single, you can trade the news. You can trade, if you get into the news, that's good. You can get like 2x, 3x, maybe if it's a meme coin, you can get a little bit more, but it got sold off because there is no support. There is nothing more than that to support the momentum, right? That's why like momentum is crucial on crypto.
Because you're fighting against the tide. Let's be honest, right? Like if the greater blockchain, as in, let's say for example, there's a ticker on Solana and it's starting to move, and Solana's moving downwards, right? That's, you know, the greater tide is pushing against you, and you're fighting against that, and it's great because there'll be some people pull together and they're able to like push out and make something happen. But compared to riding the tide and being there, and when the momentum's there, swinging in the right direction, it's so much easier. So much easier. That's why people are like, oh, you're a genius for launching at the bottom. When you launch a new ticker, you're a genius. Why? Because it's just up only, essentially. You're going from Hex was launched literally at the very bottom of Ethereum, 2019 into the 2021 bull market. And what did it do? 10,000x, which was insane on the momentum of Bitcoin doing what it did, 69K, Ethereum going up to 4.7, 4.8K. So, it's a good time to launch. Let's quickly, we're going to wrap up fairly soon, but obviously this week, man, big week. What do you think the price is going to do? Because do we get a relief rally? Obviously last week wasn't great. This week, what are we thinking in terms of price performance? Do you think we get a green candle week or a poor week? We'll go on the weekly chart, actually. I'll bring this up.
The prices were basically crazy. They were like dumping to 59K, pumping again, dumping 59 again, pumping again. Solana got pushed a little bit up because of ANSEM and everything, But all around, we have just bearish news, man. Like it's hard for me to stay bullish, and with the rejection, I'm waiting for that big capitulation candles. Like whatever the sideways slow bleeding, it doesn't give me any feedback of a market bottom until we finally get this. The big, like I want to see this. ANSEM was calling like plus 10% candle on Bitcoin. I'm calling for a minus 10% candle on Bitcoin. That's like minus 6K in one candle. I want to see that. I'm gonna
on Bitcoin. You said,
yeah.
So that would bring it down from 59K that we're at the moment to like
51, 51, 52.
Yeah.
I would be very happy. So I'm like looking forward to that. If
Ethereum here, 1.5K, just below 1.6, struggling. You can see that massive big red candle on the weekly last week. Obviously, we're at the beginning of this week, but it's in this zone. I've got these red filters in for a reason, because these are kind of spots where there's been resistance, and you can see.
As I've said, like price prediction for me, like I have bags packed because, I'm really a fan of DCA in some of those moments. Sure. So I don't try to predict the fucking bottom. So I have my bags packed. I'm ready, but I'm having some buy orders that I will really fucking go heavy if we do touch those,
Yeah.
Because for me it's like mind blow. I'm ready to just really, risk my level towards from 30-40%, I'll put it 60-70%, like that high, probably double down on my conviction plays, get some more of the, probably some Bitcoin more, some ETH, just add to the bags, that's for sure. So looking forward in both cases, but I want to see that candle.
Solana pumping. Solana obviously, the heat's on them again.
Solana is a resistance. It's about to break down. It is indeed.
I agree with you, man. Because there's that massive big unlock coming up. I think it was the FTX.
I don't even want to share my screen, but I had this.
Sure if you want, bro. Weird, I'll quickly just go over BNB. BNB, look at that candle. Again, it's day one, but
it's getting to your buy zone, man.
It is. It's kind of crazy, huh?
Yeah.
I put these out months ago, and I'm like, well, how the hell is it going down to this level? But then you read about freaking Sailor. Going back to the Bitcoin, right? I should put this in red, but this is my kind of buy zone. This gray section here, dude, it's right on it. It's right on it, and when we're in July, June, coming into July. We got months, man. But then again, look, you look at that line here. It's not far away at all. It's not far away at all. Beginning of October, potentially could be.
What I've seen? I've seen some of because I really observed. Probably I was one of the few guys from Pulsechain who was posting banned videos back in the day when he was speaking at the top, and no one was. They were clueless and putting clone emojis on the fucking videos when I was just sharing pure alpha. Was a couple of minutes of just watch time, and he shared some interesting thoughts about even July might be just a small pump, and after that Bitcoin really break down and got this clean, deep, exiting, finally just ripping the 8-band or whatever, call it as you want, but really getting off from this slow bleeding and the slow deviation, get the dip, feel the wick, and then just slowly moving upwards after. So yeah, maybe I wouldn't mind if Bitcoin just resumed a little bit, because people might not get the sailor message. They might not get it straight away, right? They might say, oh, he's probably gonna sell, but he's not selling. So you can have this small rally in just a little bit on Bitcoin in the beginning of July. People get more confidence, the longs are building, and then you finally get the drop and you get like massive liquidation again, and just it's kind of like drop bad, right? So it's definitely a possibility over there. Other than that, just stay up on the bags.
Yeah.
Pulsing is actually going down. Come on, guys, stop selling. I just opened the chart and I see like -3% on the day almost.
Which was this asteroid you said?
Asteroid is still chilling, and it's gonna be the birthday tomorrow. So I don't know. If
it's up 5%, bro. It's up 5% on the daily.
It's still at 36 million. My entry is like around 41. Like my entry is around 41. I'm still like expecting it to pump anytime soon. I don't know.
Do you know what pumped today?
Elon's
Sonic.
the KOL, so.
Yeah, Elon's the KOL. I mean, Sonic actually pumped. It's been down since its launch, essentially. Rebranding.
Just close that shit, bro. Who's watching Sonic? Come on, man.
Hey! Don't hate on it.
Come on.
Zcash is having a nice little 3% pump. I mean, kind of staying in this range right here.
No, this is gonna go down.
The issue I have with like both of these, right? Like you got Hyperliquid and you got like Zcash that everyone's been talking about, is the fact that it's just run so much during the bear market. It's really hard for me to buy. Like I brought it up a little earlier, but actually to me, Asta's going to be a buy at some point. Dude, I'm saying this now. Someone clip this. I think this is going to dip down, maybe go down to 50-cent mark, and I think it'll be a buy.
I think it'll be a buy. 0.4, maybe it's a decent buy. For sure, but it's hard. You really like.
I don't know if it goes that low. I don't know if it goes down to 0.40. I don't think it goes as low as this week.
Takes -10% on Bitcoin, bro. Everything is gonna go to.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be worse.
You know what? We didn't give a shout out because.
Oh yeah, we got to do shout outs, man. Let's do it right now because we completely forgot about this.
You can do the shout out to MVS Crypto. He's like, always keeping in touch with the whole Pulse chain ecosystem. That he's been
putting it on his back, bro. Like I'll be honest with you, like no one's been doing it like MVS. MVS obviously has been. Let's bring up the post. I don't really like this picture, I'll be honest with you. MVS.
Yeah, it just happens, man. But consistency, bro. Consistency is always being rewarded. And what we're seeing right now, like 2-3K views, 4K views, like just shutting out like the people that are putting in the work for the Pulse chain community. Those things, those guys are gonna get probably like 10, 20 times more engagement, views, whatever you're working for. Like man,
look at this muggy shot of me, man, bro.
Oh, the glasses. What's up?
The glasses.
Actually, like the glasses, man, but sometimes it's way better. Glitter pants. I don't know what the fuck is that, but we are simping a little bit. So shout out to MVS.
MVS is a wicked, man. It's like really, really cool what he does. Go follow him. Crypt MVS. Crypt MVS as well, guys. We are, MVS actually asked on a space. I was on space with Shill Gates and a couple others. If we're open to sponsorship, we are open to sponsorship as well. We will not expose. That's the wrong word. We will mention your project, talk about your project. Have banners and stuff like that if that's something that you're interested in. But yeah, MVS is really putting the work in the community. I do feel for him because there's not much no one else is really putting in the work. I'll be honest with you. Maybe Crypto Coffee. We've got to speak to him soon. But
Hey,
yeah,
you don't reveal the secret guest for tomorrow, but yeah, guys, make sure you tune in for tomorrow. It's gonna be a lot of hype, a lot of insights from some of
speaking
the
of
OG.
which, guys putting in the work, Super Hex win, awesome. Like TikTok is sick, bro. Like best TikTok by far, or one of the best crypto TikToks I've seen. Is it time to take out loans yet? I think you can leave it to Q3, man. Like I think
Keep your
we're there,
kidneys, guys.
you know.
That's
Like
health as well. Keep your kidneys for the loans. That's not financial advice, but
listen, my credit score went up. I'm kind of tempted to low key take out some loans, bro. Buy this dip because I'm thinking about it. I'm like, man, if Bitcoin gets to 43K or 45K or 50, dude, it's a buy. I don't care
30.
if you're the biggest hater of
if it
Bitcoin.
goes to 32K, that's a fire.
I don't know if it goes 32. I don't know if it goes that low.
Man, that's what I'm saying. What I'm
it
saying
would
is
be
like
generational.
yeah, it will be like, and then it goes to 18K, and you're like,
Ethereum at $1,000, Ethereum at $1,000.
Oh my god, under it would be
Solana at 30, 40 bucks.
Way lower.
BNB at $400.
Man, that
XRP,
would be like
XRP
so
even
ultra bearish for crypto and so bullish at the same time. It would be like rough times.
Some of you guys would be like why would you buy the mainstream cryptos? Okay, let's just like play this out real quick. How does the flow of liquidity in crypto work? It starts with the big ones that move, goes, it gets so low, so oversold that it begins with that. Then liquidity starts to flow back in as we start to approach the halving, as things start to move up, as the bottom's been made. Jim Cramer said it was an absolute failure. He'll go on TV. I'll put a bet on this. He'll go on TV and he'll say STRC and Michael Saylor is complete failure. This was the stupidest thing. It's the biggest Ponzi in history. That's what he's going to say, and that will mark the bottom. I'm going to put money on it, and it will be after Saylor sells 1.25 billion worth of Bitcoin. And that Bitcoin will go down to something like 45, maybe 43. And maybe if it wicks down to that mark, it'll be something like 50, 55. I don't know. That's probably its bottom. Not financial advice. I'm just playing out a myth here. And then boom, guess what? That's your marked bottom. You get into that, it does a 2-3x. You then start shifting, you start rotating around because new altcoins are starting to go and stuff's popping off, and you've got a bit of this, bit of that, and one's done like 5x, one's done like 2x, and boom, you're back in the game, bro. And guess what? The shit start running, and then the bigger chains, the smaller chains start to run. Smaller chains start to get this liquidity inflow because Bitcoin's gone up and done 2x from that 50K. It goes back up and hits, let's say, 80K. Hits 80K from a 43K or 40K, and boom, we're back in the game. If we could have the prices back at 80K, holy crap. I know guys are looking at it and going, I would love to be back at 80K. Imagine if it's 80K and starts approaching 90. And then you're like, where does it go? And people are going to be saying, oh, it's going to go up to 300, 400, 500K. It's not. It's probably going to do 200, maybe 250, but hey.
I see some predictions about 1 million in 232, something like that, crazy numbers.
Dude, I have this argument all the time with like a few OGs because I know guys who have been in since like 2014. And yeah, look, I'll be honest with you, you had it lucky because you could have bought anything and it would have gone up. And the liquidity that was available, the game's changed, and we have to use these intelligence tools. We have to create, we have to look in the trenches. We have to ape these shit coins and stuff like that. But the fact that ANSEM's coin went in the middle of the bear market, like near the end of the bear market, literally went from pump fund, nothing, zero, went on pump fund, was around, I don't know, 20, 30K market cap, and then shot up to $120 million. You want to tell me, where's the opportunity? Amazing. You ain't going to get that in a freaking regular job. You ain't going to get that from SpaceX. You ain't going to get that from the ICOs when they do the Anthropic one and they do the OpenAI one. You ain't going to get that opportunity. What are you talking about? Crypto's here to stay long term, and this is just the same old 4 years we get every single time. 1 year of FUD after we've done a freaking all-time high. that's how the asset moves in price. And
Yeah, that's the game, and just a new narrative and a different timeline.
I agree.
That's
And so you got to ask yourself, do you want to be, if you're here right now, you're getting ready, you're seeing, bro, you shouldn't be like salivating. Remember those lions? They're looking at the deers in the wilderness, or they're looking, and you see like a David Attenborough documentary, and they're like looking at the opportunity. That's how you should be.
Yeah.
The opportunity is right next to you, even though it feels grim. We're really close. You saw that line that I put, October 5th line. We're so close to it, man. So close to it. And maybe it's a couple of weeks after that. Maybe
2 more weeks,
so close
man.
to that bottom. 2 more weeks, bro.
2 more weeks.
I've been ranting. Is there anything that you want to say, bro? Because I've been ranting.
No, man. I'm excited. Maybe we get some a new launch on Pulse Chain. The last buy, there's been some guys trying to build some games. So excited for that. Maybe we'll speak about that more in the upcoming weeks. Other than that, just like bags packed, ready to buy the dips, ready to show up every single day and improve our skills. And like, I'm gonna post more because I've seen people liking when I post my losses, fumble losses. So I'm gonna just keep doing that, man. If you guys,
the hate is real, bro. They love the losses.
Bro, I'm just gonna keep doing that. So make sure you guys follow Money Gang on X, on YouTube as well. Seek Alpha if you want to follow me on X as well, where I post a lot of good stuff and some, sometimes maybe I'm
DJ
just
stuff,
ranting
bro.
on posting. I post a lot of DJ stuff, but some of those do like 10 to hundreds of access, so you don't want to miss that. Also, make sure you join the Telegram, guys. You never know when the next ANSEM drop is gonna go into the Trench Capital launch. So top over here,
that QR code right there. All you have to do, don't worry. Just
either you get in nice and clean, easy. New tech.
100%. I mean, like it's where obviously we're doing more streams now. We're talking about more of this kind of stuff, but I'm sure that we're going to start making calls in there. I'm sure that we're going to start to. We want more participation as well, and I know people are shilling their projects and stuff like that. That's cool, no problem. But the next big thing is like when the trenches are back, you got to lock in. You got to lock in. You got to be ready because there's going to be stuff that's going to move. It's like there for you. So it's a good free tool. It's there. It's available for everyone that's there. And, if you don't want to go scan that QR code, because I know some people don't like that for some reason. I don't know why. But you can always just go through the Telegram, through the t.me/Trench Capital Lounge. Join that. You're missing out on the alpha. We're going to be in there. We're going to be doing this Monday to Friday, bro. And we're going to be here. We're in the bear market. Guess what? We're going to be in the...
Sometimes maybe we'll do some spontaneous one, like when ANSEM drop the coin, we're just going to go live because, share the alpha live. Yeah, we can do that as well. Maybe we'll get to more like Degen stuff, more trenchy stuff in the upcoming days, weeks.
100%, man. It's it's exciting, bro. Yeah, I mean, like the fact that something's actually run. I know it sounds crazy. The trench has been dry, but it's actually been low key. I'm kind of like, I'm pissed off that I didn't ape it because I had 13 freaking alerts. But at the same time, I'm glad that something's actually running. There is actually, it tells me that this asset class is going to be around. And yeah, okay, it's a shit coin, and yeah, it went up to 120 mil, but listen, it's better than nothing, bro. At least there's something going on. At least there's people wanting to participate, and it can flip on a dime like that. So like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate all of you guys who've been commenting. Say again, bro.
That's how your bags can turn at any moment, just like that. 10x.
100%. So Richie, please live stream and get off your ass and actually put some work in this season. No, I'm joking around. But I appreciate all of you. Like, share, and subscribe. Go join the Telegram group up in the top there. Go join the email list. MGC Intel coming out soon. MGCintel.com. That's it, bro. See you tomorrow. I appreciate all of you guys. Thanks for waiting around as well. We were a little bit delayed, but we got a friend, stuff going on in the background. So